All right, welcome back, my friends. Rowan the Optimist. You know how we rockin'. Vibes are immaculate out here. Nice sunny, funny day. We going crazy. Sun's out. Everyone and their mama here. People out. The vibe is high. We got sticks falling. We got nature going crazy. I'm probably gonna take some really bad angles today because my arm's gonna get tired. I'm just gonna have it here. But yeah, but I don't even care. I'm just trying to get the audio. But yeah, man, I think this is a good idea. Hopefully I post the phone thing I did. But yeah, it's like a park podcast, right? I gotta walk around. And the main goal of this is just being able to be unstifled and frame control, right? I'm in a public park type shit. People are walking by, people can hear me, right? I'm gonna be talking about all types of shit. If I can remain unstifled and everything, and have like frame control, that's really good. Like, that's really good expression. And the first time, yeah, the phone one went like really well. It was just so like spontaneous. I was just like, let me do this. And it just felt so natural. I just loved it. It just felt good. It felt really nice to express. I was very proud of myself. Just, yeah, totally like free associate it, free expression, everything. It was very fun. And yeah, just trying to do the same. There was one day I tried to do it again, but I was stifled, and it was tough. It was really hard. But you know, we take those days, keep progressing, and just keep trying over and over again. And yeah, we just keep making progress. Now today I feel good. Yeah, and I guess it was just like situational confidence, you could call it. Like maybe that particular day, I think it like wasn't as sunny out or whatever, and I think I was like around more people or whatever, but I can't let that get to me. I have to be in frame no matter what the situation is, no matter what. I could like do this, of course, if it's like appropriate and stuff. So yeah, just being able, yeah, just be in frame, unstifled is the main goal of these park podcasts. And it's just a cool idea. Just like walk around, hear MF yap for a little bit, try to do like the circle or whatever. And yeah, it's really fun. But what are we talking about? Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about all types of stuff, what I'm doing in my life, what I'm reading, what I'm thinking I should do. What am I reading right now? Yeah, I'm reading a book. It's called Crucial Conversations. Very fascinating book. Well, I've read the first chapter so far. It's already amazing. I already love it. Basically, it's just going over expressing yourself in crucial moments and crucial conversations, and the importance of that, and not holding on to the negativity. There was a very interesting stat that they provided. They said first-time offenders, or not, yeah, people like first-time offenders of like violent crimes, it's majority of them, of these violent crimes, are against people, against like their friends and their family. Isn't that crazy? Against their own friends and family, not even just like random people. It's because they've built up so much of that negativity and so much of that like bad vibe. There's some good vibes happening right now. The vibration is very high today, because they built up so much animosity for like their friend or family member, that they take it out with like violence and stuff. And it's very unfortunate to see. And there's another study that they referenced in this book too that was also really interesting. They did couples who've argued on like a weekly or like daily basis. So couples that argued kind of often versus couples that didn't argue that often or whatever. And the couples who argued often had like worse immunity systems. Their immune systems, yeah. They had worse immune systems than the ones who didn't. And it really just shows, and it's really been making me think, because I'm like a materialist, like I'm like an atheist materialist, but that type of stuff gets me, man. That type of stuff, I'm like, what is going on here? Where it's like emotions, like is something metaphysical happening here that I just don't understand? Is it still kind of material, you know? Is it still just something that's happening in our brain processes, or is there some like metaphysical kind of spiritual thing that's going on if you embrace kind of lower paradigms, or like like negative paradigms or low vibe, where it literally tanks your health. It literally makes your immune system worse. In most cases, it seems to be, or at least that's what the studies seem to point to, or whatever. It's like, what is going on there, man? Like that's fascinating to me as like a materialist. Like, how do you even explain that? But yeah, if you literally just don't argue and try to be in a high paradigm, like your actual health can see improvements, which is just fascinating to me. It's very fascinating. What was the other point? Oh, and I see this with so many people, and I just see this anecdotally. You know, I see people, just for example, like Matt Dillahunty. I'll bring him up first, since he's like, I used to watch him. He's like a atheist apologetic, and then on the opposite end you have like Sam Shimon. He's like a Christian apologist, and so they both kind of do the same thing, just on opposite spectrums. And yeah, man, you look at those guys and it's just like, yeah, constant 180, constant antagonism, constant low negative paradigm, and they look kind of like bad, bro. Like their health isn't good. Like they look very sickly. Like it would benefit them so much more to embrace like a higher paradigm and a higher positivity, embrace the optimism and stuff. Like instead it's just constant antagonism and constant debating and just constant negativity, and I think it's greatly affecting them and their health. Like those guys do not look healthy at all, bro. And so yeah, I see it, I do get it. It's just such a fascinating concept where if you literally embrace negativity, your health will suffer. You know, we don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about like placebo, the whole placebo effect. The human mind is just so freaking solid. It's just so like concrete solid. It's amazing. It's just so powerful, like what the human mind is capable of. Like placebo, like something can literally just like be false and like not working, but if your brain thinks that it's working, then like you're chilling, then it actually is working. It actually is like beneficial or whatever. Versus or like the negativity, like if you literally do have like these negative thoughts, your health will literally suffer. It's just fascinating. Yeah, wonder if anything metaphysical is going on, or if it can still have like a materialist kind of explanation. That's all I've been thinking. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, life, man, life is going well. The worst part about life right now, well, I should start with I start a high paradigm. Yeah, like the day is beautiful. I love days like this. I can just freaking get out, fucking get in the sun, go crazy. High vibes. The vibes are beautiful today. Immaculate, everything. So it's amazing. But let's do the duality. What's like the worst? The worst thing about life right now is work. I hate working. I need to figure out how to not. But luckily, I'm so grateful for Alan, actually, or ATM Love, because he broke my limiting belief. He broke my limiting mindset. I'm like, I had no idea that you can make money off streaming and stuff. And this dude, he makes like $2,000 every month off his song. You know what I mean? Has like 2 million views now on Spotify, has a bunch on Apple Music, has a bunch on YouTube, right? So it's like, dude, yeah, it just killed my limiting belief. It's just like, I just want that so bad. I just want like a song. I just want to be able to live off my streaming so bad. But I'm glad to see that it's just like, it actually is possible. I had no idea that you could make that type of money from streaming. So many people are lying, bro. I hate this. Like, I hate limiting beliefs so much with everything. I see it with everything I try to get into. It's just limiting beliefs. It's so many people like, don't go to these comment sections, bro. Like, it's just freaking limiting belief after limiting belief. It's so like, bro, I've been trying to get into like drop shipping, possibly like e-commerce and shit. Oh my God, bro. There'd be dudes tutorials. They'll post like a 2-hour tutorial. They'll show you every step of what you need to do. Show you how to set up the Shopify. Show you how to set up the, there's like AI that can like get the products for you. I think it's called AutoDS, where it can like sort the hottest product. It's very nice. You can totally make it work. You scroll down to the comments, everyone's like, nah, this don't work. This don't work. This would never work. No, dropshipping doesn't work anymore. It's like, how could this possibly not work if you can find the product and make the right ad for it and then advertise it in an effective way, and people go to the website and buy the product. How is that not going to work? It literally makes no sense, and it's just that limiting belief. And it's the same thing with streaming. People say that it's like, to make money off streaming you have to get da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, yeah, it's probably because they under like a label and they like a puppet, so they can't, you know what I mean? So they do have to get a certain amount of streams. But when you're independent like us, like me and ATM, right? We don't need, you know, we just need a song to hit like 1 million, and that's it, and then we're chilling. Then we can make a couple grand, and that's not the only song we're gonna, you know, blow up. You know, we're gonna have many songs blow up. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get the streaming going, have that be the income, possibly the drop shipping, some sort of e-commerce, advertise that. And yeah, the biggest thing with that is just killing the limiting beliefs, and hopefully I'm not like self-sabotaging. I really hope, like, you know, I try to do like the shadow work and ask like, you know, a great like shadow question is like, do I deserve success? And basically you see what comes out of that. If something like immediately jumps out and says like, because you're dumb or something, right? You should work on that. That's all shadow questions are for. It's to see if like anything gets probed. It's not about like the question itself, right? And for me, luckily, whenever I ask this shadow question, nothing really pops up. Whenever I ask myself sometimes like, why don't I deserve success, right? And it's like, lazy, like sometimes the word like lazy pops up or something, but then I kind of like kill that. I'm like, well, that's not logical, like that's stupid, like I'm not lazy, you know. Sure, I like take breaks and stuff and like go on like YouTube shorts or whatever, but I'm not lazy. I'm doing a lot of shit, you know. I'm making a lot of progress and everything, so I kind of like kill that. But it's interesting that pops up, but sometimes nothing pops up. Sometimes I ask like, why do I not deserve success? And nothing pops up, you know. So I feel like the shadow is somewhat tamed, which is nice to see. Yeah, but man, dude, yeah, the limiting belief, it's on everything. Like it's been on every, like, so yeah, drop shipping, streaming, limiting beliefs on like making money off music. Yeah, because you have to ask yourself, just like, sure, a lot of people fail, but how many people actually go for it? Like, sure, a lot of people have not made money off of music. Let me turn around, this is a dead end. A lot of people haven't made money off music, sure, right? But how many of them actually like went for that shit? How many of them made sent out ads? How many artists have like actually paid money, invested money into ads? Like, that's a stat I want. You know what I mean? How many of them consistently posted reels? Like right now I'm consistently posting reels. I'm pretty much posting every day, probably average. Some days I do like every other day, just to see like what works. But I'm posting like 5 to 6 reels a week right now, every single day, right? Or not every single day, but you know, weekly posting about 5 to 6 reels a week, okay? And it's like, how many artists, and I'm trying to do that like consistently for many months and stuff. I got a lot of singles lined up, and it's just like, how many artists are consistently posting content, right? Running ads, right? Consistently making music, consistently making like a new single, okay? Like all that, you know what I mean? And doing that for like a year. I don't think it's many. I really don't think it's many. How many, and then with the drop shipping, how many people like consistently find a good product, consistently put money into the ads for it, consistently like keep trying and testing, like, right, if one method doesn't work, going on to the next method, seeing what works. If something fails, keep running like the Facebook campaign and everything. How many are doing that? I really don't think it's many. So that's probably why they say it fails. But I don't know. It's really tough. Oh yeah, that brings up like another thing. Just general, like, I don't blame people though for like the negative paradigm. I get like being trapped in it. Probably my favorite like parable or like allegory right now is Plato's cave. Try to briefly explain it. It's basically like a bunch of prisoners are in a cave, and one of them is able to break free. Basically, they grow up in this like cave somehow their whole lives, and the only things they see on the wall is like shadows and shit. They have like a fire behind them, and they see like shadows of people who like pass through, and they think like that's the real shit. They think like that's reality. In reality, it's only shadows though, okay? Anyways, one day, one of the prisoners, there's like 3 of them, one of them escapes, okay? One of them is able to go to the entrance of the cave, and he sees the light, he sees the sun, he sees the beautiful sun, he sees the actual light, he sees that the shadows are just the things from reality, essentially, and he's actually able to embrace the true reality. What's funny though is, so he gets to see the light, and the sun blinds him at first when he comes out the cave, because it's just too bright, it's just too much, okay? But what's funny is, so he goes out, sees the water, he sees reflections of himself. Yeah, he's able to see all the rocks, all the beauty. The sun lights up everything. The sun is what like enlightens him. It's what helped him see everything basically outside. Anyways, he goes back into the cave because he wants to go save his other 2 like prisoner friends, right? But they don't want to go. They don't want to go. They're like, no, I'm comfortable right here. And the reason why they're comfortable right there is because when you're in that negative paradigm, the light is like a threat, right? Because if you're chilling, if you're just living and you're able to live, and then something's trying to be in opposition to that, anything opposition to your comfort and you trying to live is going to be an opposite, like, you know what I mean? That's going to be taken as a threat against your survival. So I think that's why people are in a sort of like negative paradigm, and it's really hard to get out, because anything opposing the negative paradigm is a threat to your survival, essentially. It's like how their brain would think about it, type of shit, right? But once you can uncrack that, once you can be like, nah, it's actually just like way better, once you can like get out of the comfort zone and be like vulnerable, be expressive, be authentic. I'm very proud of myself, by the way. Very beautiful. I've passed probably 50 people so far, and I'm just yapping. So it's pretty cool. It really just doesn't matter at the end of the day, bro. They don't care, I don't care. Yeah, it really shows once you can unlock that vulnerability, that authenticity, that love for yourself, that self-confidence, life is just a billion, million, jillion times better, bro. It's just so much better. What are these people pointing at? Hold on. We can get some cinematic footage. Yeah, get some B-roll type shit. I don't know what they're pointing at. Oh, this tree is crazy. Hold on. Wait, can I zoom? Oh, shit. They don't have this on podcast, bro. This is like the coolest podcast ever, bro. This like a live ass. Look at that fucking tree. Oh, man. Look at that tree, dude. Oh, my God. Bro, that tree is actually kind of like ridiculous. Hold on. I gotta like go walk towards that. Hold on. That tree is ridiculous. Yeah, trees are beautiful, man. Trees are like such a good microcosm for life. I'm trying to think what trees are like the best microcosm for, or like the best like analogy. I'm trying to think. Trees just represent life, bruh. Like just represent life. All the branches are all the relationships, all the different experiences you find yourself in, all the different skills. Everything just branches off of one another. You start as a seed, you just keep growing. Oh yeah, trees represent growth and everything. Hold on, we're gonna walk towards that tree, bro. We're gonna walk towards it. This is the coolest, I'm just saying, this is the coolest podcast idea literally ever that I've ever seen. Literally ever. I've never seen anything cooler than this. Like live, like in the park and stuff. Vibes are cool. Yeah, we go to like real life places. It's a very good idea. Very proud of that idea. Yeah, man, we're gonna go check out this tree. This is lit. This is such a good idea. I have to walk through the fields. But yeah, no, trees are beautiful. What a beautiful, nature itself is just such a beautiful allegory and such a beautiful like parable. I'm gonna cut across. Hold on. Hopefully I don't die going into this field, bruh. Oh no, I'm chilling. Yeah, hopefully I don't die. Yeah, no, nature is, the nature change. I appreciate the seasons change. I really appreciate the sun coming back. The winter makes me want to kill myself, bro. Can we talk about that? I was genuinely like pretty suicidal this winter, but as soon as like that first day of like spring hits, as soon as like the sun is out and shit, all of a sudden no longer suicidal. We gotta talk about that, bro. So yeah, I don't know, I've been thinking about moving out of Ohio for that, because that shit's not cool, bro. I don't like that shit. I really don't like that shit. That shit is not cool. I don't like it. Yeah, we gotta do something about that. I don't like the winter time, like depression, or we need to get rid of the fucking like the clock shit, like turn it like the sun going down at 5. Just keep the clocks the same. Just keep that shit. I don't know how it works though. I really don't know. But yeah, man, we're gonna get it. Okay, this is probably a little intermission in the podcast, because we're just gonna film this tree because it's very, very beautiful. So we're taking a brief intermission. Wow. This shit's crazy. They don't make them like this anymore, man. I will say, it is hard to have a materialist atheist mind when you see stuff like this. I will say, it does seem very, I mean, it's just so sporadic. It's a cool shot though. Very nice. Yeah, oh my God, this lens is kind of nasty. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, good intermission. That was a W intermission. Very cool shot. Yeah, I will say it is hard to be an atheist with when you see stuff like that. It is very amazing. I feel it is like amazing seeing the sun and the sky and everything, and like beautiful sunsets. It's like, whew, man, we really got this like accidentally, huh? Really got this shit accidentally, which is crazy. That's something I've been thinking about though, is just like the beginning of the universe, if that even makes sense, or if like, either way, if the universe is like eternal, or if it's not eternal, if it had a beginning, that trips me out. I'm like, oh shoot. Because to me, it does seem a little reasonable then to say like, okay, there's some like force of some sort outside of like this thing. I know that's probably like fallacious arguing, but I don't care, bruh. It makes sense to me. No, but I know it is like fallacious or whatever, like God of the gaps, but it's just like, I don't, man, yeah, that trips me out. Like the origin of the universe, origin of, just make sure we're recording, origin of us, you know, evolutionally only describes the freaking diversification of life and us. It doesn't explain like the origin of us or anything. So yeah, to see, I also need to work on like my talking. I'm so fucking out of breath. It's probably because I'm like walking and talking at the same time, but like I'm forgetting to breathe, bro. But I'm getting more comfortable and shit. It's always hard. It's hard to do this type of thing, this type of video at first. Like it's hard to like break the ice at first, but then as you more comfortable, I got pretty comfortable though fast. Like actually I was pretty, it was only in the car. Like in the car, I was contemplating a little bit. In the car, I was like, oh shit, here we go. I was like a little nervous, but as soon as I started recording, within like the first minute, I was chilling, free associating. But yeah, it's been really cool. Today's a good day. I really need like a set route. Yeah, because last time it was like 30 minutes, and this time, I don't even know. I don't know where I'm walking. I don't know where I'm at. And yeah, I gotta keep talking about shit. But I'm very proud of myself. I'm doing really well. I've walked past many people, done many things. Very beautiful day. Also that, just being like present in the moment too. Just being able to like take in the sun and everything. Not focus too much on like me, or like what I'm saying, like focus on like the message itself, but not focus on like me as the person or whatever. But it's been nice. Been able to kill the self-image, I think. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully, if I take this route, I think I should be by my car. And I think we did a lot of good work today. I think we did a lot of good work. I'm trying to think what else is going on, what I'm trying to do. But yeah, that's like the main mindset I've been thinking is I'm trying to freaking make money off streaming, right? Life's gonna improve. If I don't have to work, like not having to do a clock-in job, that's gonna be crazy. Just like wake up, and then I've been trying to think like, what is the most like ideal life? Like what's the most ideal life I could live? And it'd just be so nice to just wake up, read, right, meditate, right, and then just go straight into creative work and stuff. Like, right, there's always a new song to make, always a new ad to make, always a new audience to reach. There's always new shit to do. And I've been thinking about that too, because like successful people, right, there is like the you know, successful people, it's so important to not like live for the validation of the success, right? I'm gonna be happy no matter what, whether I go and do these like goals of like being an artist or whatever and like making money off it. Whether I do it or not, I don't need the validation from it at all, you know what I mean? I'm gonna, no matter what, I'm always gonna be in like the same state and like happy. I just ask myself like, what else, like what else can I do? How can life get even more glorious, even more on top type of thing, you know what I mean? So even if it doesn't happen, it doesn't even matter. I don't need the validation. I don't need the validation of like a bunch of fans or whatever. It's not about that. It's literally just about like being able to wake up and just do like what I want, just living the life that I want, you know what I mean? So no matter what happens, life is gonna be good. But I'm always just asking myself, what else? Like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What can make this more glorious? What can expand the glory? You know what I mean? It's already glorious. Life is already amazing. I'm just asking, like, what else? You know, do I have to work a clock-in job? You know, that's like the main downside of life right now. It's like, man, if I didn't have to do that, how even more glorious can life be? You know what I mean? Or meeting someone cool, like, how much more better can it be, if that makes sense? Yeah, so much potential. Where was I going with this? And then I gotta turn around. And then, yeah, so you're trying to do streaming. Yeah, it'd just be so nice. Oh, okay, yeah. Because successful people, because once they get like the validation, they get the money, they get everything, then they're like, then they feel like not fulfilled and type of stuff. And I think that's because they went into it with the wrong mindset, bro. They went into it thinking that the fan validation and the money was gonna fulfill them. I know that's just not gonna fulfill me, right? I know, like, being true to myself, I need to get like my confidence right. I need to get like all my shit right. I gotta get my like core self to a good level and to that good self, right? No amount of like fan validation or money validation is gonna help that, you know what I mean? I have to love myself down to a core intrinsically, you know what I mean? So that's the problem with a lot of these like successful people, I think, that come up. They think all that's gonna fulfill them or whatever, and it's just not, right? So I ask myself, so basically the main point is like, I'll ask myself, like, if I did get to that point, theoretically, if I was successful, right? I'm making a couple grand, making many thousands of dollars off of DistroKid, right? Distro pays me out. I make money off music, I go on tours and shit. Like, what would I do, essentially? And I would just keep making, I would just keep doing. I would wake up, there's always something new to create. There's always new art. There's always the next thing to paint. There's always the next song to make. There's always the next like audience to reach. There's always the next ad to make. There's always something. There's always something beautiful. There's always a new experience. There's always a new like national park, all that shit. You know what I mean? So there's always gonna be a lot of glory to like explore, even when I'm successful. You know what I mean? So that's how I view it. But yeah, I made it to my car. I don't know, I did some sort of loop. I made it, and yeah, thank you. Lots of rambling, but I'm very proud of myself. These aren't really about the content that I'm speaking on. It's just a matter of free associating, just being able to talk unstifled, talk the same, even when I'm walking by people. Who knows how many people I walked by? I have no idea. I probably walked by 30 or 40 people, I don't know, and just completely unstifled, completely in frame. Very proud of myself, very glad I did this. I would recommend this for anyone. If you can just like walk and talk past everyone with a camera, like you gotta see like what I look like it's pretty funny. I got the, I'm trying to think. I got the camera and everything. Just show it. Yeah, I'm walking around with this thing. I got a mic on and everything. So, you know what I mean? It looks a little strange, but at the end of the day, I really don't think people actually care at all. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that was great. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very happy. That was cool. Hope you guys are doing well. Step out of your comfort zone. Keep going hard. Stick to your habits. Stick to your goals. Keep going. Get rid of any limiting mindset, any limiting beliefs. All that shit's bullshit. Limiting beliefs are such bullshit. Tell you, there's so many things that can be achieved, and it's literally just like a mindset that could be stopping you. That's literally all it could be. It's just like a bullshit limited mindset that's just like safe. You know what I mean? But it's stupid. It's completely stupid. I'm trying to work on that. That's probably like my biggest thing I'm struggling with, is just like self-doubt and like limiting mindset. Like, can this actually happen? Like, trying to truly visualize my life of just like making thousands of dollars a month off music, right? Being able to just wake up, not have a clock-in job. That's been the hardest thing, like imagining my life without having to do a clock-in job. Because all I've done is clock-in job. That's all I've ever done. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I'm just asking, I just want to experience something higher. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I just can't do it, bro. It's just not my thing at all. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm just truly trying to imagine my life. Like, no clock-in job, wake up, read, meditate, and just work on the infinite art that there is to create, infinite creative projects, infinite people to meet, infinite connections to make, infinite places to visit. There's so much to do. Just go live in life and enjoy life as much as possible, and not have 40 hours of my life taken up by some like job, you know what I mean, that I don't even want to do, you know what I mean? So that's all I'm trying to do, is just enjoy life as much as possible, and yeah, have as much fun as possible. Yep. So peace out. Thank you if you listened. If you got anything from it, I'm really not making it for that. Honestly, these are kind of for me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I hope if people can get shit out of this, I mean, that's cool, but this shit's honestly for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's just to see how long I can free associate for. I could go longer, of course, if I had to, but it's like, can I free associate for like 30 minutes and walk around the park? It's frame control practice, right? That's all. I'm doing it. It's pretty selfish, right? It's pretty selfish. Yeah, these are for me, honestly, but hey, it might inspire someone. The act might inspire someone, so who knows? But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, fellow optimists. Hope you have a blessed day. It was a blessed day here. It's a blessed day every day. Just gotta take it in, take in the glory. But yeah, thank you. Peace out.